let's get into it. So June is Men's Mental Health Month.
Yes, it
I want to
is.
prop this up because men deserve a safe space, and it's a male loneliness epidemic going on.
I'm glad
so
you
I
know.
want to give everybody the platform to talk about it and just ask, what are some ways that you all feel men can prioritize their mental health more?
Well, okay, I'll just start.
Come on,
because
male.
I am the male.
He the man, y'all.
He the male.
He the man.
I think that I saw something on Instagram. It was like, it was like,
He didn't peep it.
He
what's
caught it.
going on?
I think he
Anyway, I'm
slightly
gonna go back to
caught
my point, man. Anyway, on Instagram they said that an idle man is a depressed man. So they said that
Idle.
men are at their
I get what you're
happiest
saying.
when they're
going through.
working either financially or like in their goals, you know what I'm saying, like lifestyle wise.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not working, if you're not bettering yourself, you're basically like depressed. You're just standing still type stuff. And I think that's true, honestly. It's like, if you feeling depressed, or like if a man is feeling depressed or sad, I think he's just not busy enough, and that might be toxic. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying, I feel like that's a deeper issue, because why, as a male, do you feel like you always have to be going to be happy? And like, honestly, I don't even like using the word happy, because I just feel like to be happy, you gotta have something happening. So why not just have joy? Like, why do you feel like you can't be joyful if you're like just taking a
chilling,
moment? Like
right.
sometimes in some seasons, like you have to just stop and smell the roses a little bit. Even for men, like you have to, like, okay, life is good, family's good. Like I don't have to be working 13 hours every day. Like I don't have, like to still be a provider. Because I think that stems from like, oh, if I'm not doing this, I mean I'm not a provider, I'm not a man. And I honestly don't think that makes a man a man. Like financials don't make a man. It's like the mental state, the emotional state, where you are, like who you are in yourself, not what you do.
Yeah, that's real. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about it, honestly, because I do feel like if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not being busy, I kind of do feel a little depressed. I feel a little idle. You know what I'm saying? If things are just like kind of happening in my life and I don't have really a control over it, if I'm not really working towards, stopping it, it'll just happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a man, it's just about like being active, right? It's about being active, and you have to work. I feel like
I agree with that.
You just have to work. It's in our nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a way around that.
Yeah, I was gonna say too that as men, like, and I think this is for women too. Like, an idle mind is a devil's playground. Period. Like, if you just sitting around, you're stagnant, you aren't really doing much with your life. That's naturally going to open doors because you don't have anything active that you're working towards. So there's a middle ground, because it doesn't mean that you have to be on go 24/7. That's not like rest is very important, of course, but at the same time, you have to mentally, like, I personally feel, I'm not a man, but I personally feel like when I'm not growing, I'm dying. Like, you have to be growing in some area of your life, or just having something to work towards. And yes, prioritize enjoying the moment, obviously, but also just having something to work towards as a human. Like, we're made like that. I feel like you have to stay active, not be on go, but it's important to still have that movement.
I think I'm thinking of it like 24/7. Like, I don't think you should be on go 24/7. I don't think anyone, it's not good for anybody, because then you'll be burnt out. But I do think, like, everybody, like you said, the idol's mind is a devil's playground. Like, you have to still be like going, but you don't have to be on go every time. And I don't want anyone or any male to say, I'm talking about men today, I don't want any man to think like, oh, because I'm in a season of like waiting, or I'm in a season of like, I just need to take a moment to step back from my mental health. Just because you're taking a moment doesn't mean you're taking a lifetime. Doesn't mean, for you to keep going. Like, I think you don't have to always be on go.
And then, a big part of men's mental health, I feel like, is like when a man is going through something, I feel like they'll go through it alone, like 99% of the time. Like, I feel like when women go through like mental health things, they'll reach out to like another woman maybe, or like talk to their parents. Like, they're just more open and more emotionally intelligent to talk about how they're feeling. Like when a man is feeling something, he don't even know what he's feeling for real. He's just like upset. You feel me? Like, I remember I was talking to Sully one day, and I told you, I was like, I really only feel a handful of emotions. It's like either happy, angry, sad, and that's really it. Like, I only feel those three. I can't really explain what makes me feel how I feel all of the time. So like that just goes into the loneliness aspect. Like when a man goes through it, like he's really in it alone. It feels like that.
And that was the question I was going to ask you. Like as a man, how do you what point or what questions do we have to ask in order to make men feel safe to open up and to be vulnerable and not feel like you have to go through things alone?
I don't know, man. That's what we got to figure out for real, because I don't feel like you'll get an authentic answer. Like I don't feel like you'll ask a man, "Oh, how you doing today?" and he'll say like, "Oh man, you know what I'm saying, life done this X, Y, and Z," because it's all about how you're perceived, right? If a man comes out and says, "Oh man, this happened to me, I feel like this, I feel like that," I feel like it's just he comes off weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he can't handle X, Y, and Z. So it depends on how you look at it. We could talk about this all day, for real.
We could
talk about this all day.
That just I was going to ask like Gary as the man of the show or the middle of the show. No, but
right, the man of the show.
We can really talk about this all day. But it's throughout the month. Let's just try to think about how we can get those answers out of men, how we can get them to open up and, you know what I'm saying, be themselves, be kind of vulnerable, because it depends. Like I feel like in order for a man to be vulnerable, he has to be comfortable, right, and like an insane amount of comfort. So yeah, that's just that, man. Shout out to all the men that's like going through something right now. It'll be okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding. Everything will be okay, bro. Everything will be okay. Man.
Cheers to that. Everything will be okay.